viewers, welcome back to another chaotic update. I have no clue what episode it is. Somewhere in the 30s. We are. I have 2 finished objects. We're actually getting pretty far along with the crochet summer dress that I'm excited about. And I searched for some new projects. I finished a book. I'm at the end of another one and I read some short stories. So let's talk about it. Let's dive into the reading first. I finished The Curiosity House, The Shrunken Head by Lauren Oliver. This is a murder mystery set in a museum, but it has carnival vibes. There is a strongman, there is somebody who can read your mind, somebody is really fast and they do performances. So I would say it's a murder mystery in a carnival setting. And in this we follow 4 kids that have special powers. They all give performances there. And the museum gets a shrunken head and it gets stolen and then people start dying everywhere. And these kids are determined to find out. I really enjoyed it. Absolutely love the vibes of it. I do really like a bit of the darker carnival vibes. It has illustrations in it. Like this is a particularly fun one. So yeah, I would recommend. If you like carnival vibes and murder mystery. Middle grade. This is a good one. And then I start reading The Monk by Matthew Lewis. This is totally different. This is also a creepy one, but this is a classic. And it's written in Old English. So it is taking me a while. And it also doesn't help that every chapter is like around 40 pages. The first half was quite boring. It wasn't annoying me, but it also wasn't very interesting. It was just intriguing enough to continue, which is a good thing because now it is very intriguing. Now it is starting to get very interesting, or it has been starting to get very interesting for a while now. I am actually farther in than this. No, I'm not. No, this is it. So I'm at page 410 out of 438. So I'm almost done. I might be able to finish it tonight. We'll see. But I like this. This is about a monk. He's worshipped a lot. He's, the hero, the saint of Madrid. He's so pure and sane, and obviously he's not. He falls down real hard, does really awful things. And you follow him while he is telling himself it's all fine, and how he is trying to convince himself it's fine, and how he consoles it with his faith because he is a monk. So that is very interesting. And then we follow somebody who is very afflicted by the victims of the monk. They live very close by the victims of the monk. So it is very interesting to see the perpetrators as well as the victims' POV and how they deal with it. Yeah, a whole riot. We just have seen a whole riot. It's very interesting. Almost done with it. Hope to finish it today or tomorrow. And then I read some short stories from the Haunted House short story collection. This book is from Flame Publishing Tree. This is in their Gothic Fantasy Leatherbound collection. And I'm always iffy with short stories. And this is a very interesting collection. This collection both hosts 1-stars as well as the first ever 5-star to a short story. And I think this is a very good collection because most of the stories are 3 stars or higher. And that's very rare for me. I absolutely love the fall of the House of Usher, but I think originally I only gave it 4 stars and that was the highest so far. I am really enjoying this. Obviously they're all haunted house stories, so I'm 8 stories in this and I need 12 of these for my yearly bingo horror board. So I will be reading from this a bit more. And I think that was all for reading. Oh, I've read more, but I talked about them in my Summerween vlog. So if you really want to see me read some spooky books and plant some plants in the garden, you can watch those. I will link them down below for you. And then knitting and crocheting. I have two finished objects. The first is the one I'm wearing now. This is the Easy Now Shawl by Mirjam Molenbeek. I've made this in fingering weight hand-dyed yarn by Atelier, wool-based. And I made it as a bandana. And I think it looks super duper cute. I still have to block it though. I keep forgetting to block it. But I think it's cute. This is how it looks off. So all I did is follow the Easy Now Shawl, but just shortened it. I just did 3 repeats and then did the end row as stated in the pattern. And then I did the picot bind off, which looks so super cute. So very excited about this one. It's not for me, it's a gift. But I like it. I just don't think I'm gonna wear it enough. That's why I'm still gifting it, but I was tempted to keep it. And then the next finished object is something you not have seen in this podcast before. I done them during Summerween. And it's socks. It's Halloween socks. This is how they look. It is just vanilla ankle socks. I've made them from the toe up so I could see how far I could get with Summerween. And I got to ankle length, which is absolutely fine for me. The first sock I made with a normal bind up. And it is not as stretchy, so not as comfortable to put on. When it's on, it's fine. So the second sock, I finished with a stretchy bind off, and this is way better. So I've now learned that ankle socks need the stretchy bind off, which is great. And then last time I made ankle socks, I was like, I don't like the ribbing. The ribbing is not long enough to cinch in. So I changed that. After the heel, I now just did 5 rows of vanilla knitting. And then did the 15 rows of ribbing. And I really like where the length is at my ankle. I put something in. These socks are made with Halloween sock wool from Hobbii. Is it? It is color 6. And it's made out of 75% wool, 25% polyamide. This is the color based on Dracula. And I love it. So I have quite a bit left since it's only ankle socks. I made 2 balls just to be able to make 2 at the same time. So I can make another pair of socks out of it. I'll probably also use it for my Halloween blanket. I want to make a Halloween blanket with my Halloween sock scraps. I'm waiting for ILoveTinderbox to release her 100 days to Halloween project. Usually it is a blanket. So I'm kind of curious to see what she is doing. And then you have to do one thing every single day. And then at the end you have a blanket. And it sounds so much fun. I really want to participate. So I hope the blanket design will be something that is fitted for socks, scraps, basically. And then the project I put the most time in is this Piper pocket dress by Tinderbox. It has pockets. This is how far I was last time, so I knit a bit, not too much. I say I would crochet about 7 centimeters. And I was really, when the last ball was gone, I was really curious, so I put it on. And it turns out I only need about 10 centimeters before it hits the right length. However, as stated before, this dress is going to grow a bit and I still need to block it. I measured what I could get out of one skein and it's about 5 centimeters. So I have decided after fitting that I would crochet one skein and then I'm gonna block it. See how it grows, how it sits on me. If it is a decent length, but a bit shorter than I want, I'm gonna keep it like that because it's probably gonna grow while wearing. If it is undecent, I will add more. I have to feel comfortable in the dress. But it has been a few days since I fitted it because I wasn't able to film when I wanted to. So that one skein that I have left is like half gone. I would say I'm half away. So very excited, extremely motivated to finish this dress now, block it, and see if I need to add more length. Then I will still need to add the pockets. A lot of people complained that the pockets will also grow and then come out under the dress. So I intend to make the pockets with a smaller hook. This whole dress is made on a 2.5 millimeter hook. So I think I have to see if I have a 1.5 millimeter hook. That's probably where I'm going to make the pockets on, so they're sturdy and they don't stretch as much. This dress is made out of Hobbii seashell. And it's 40% cotton, 35% viscose and 25% linen. It is a bit splitty, but it's not too bad to work with. I'm very curious how it is to wear. Will we soon find out. Very, very excited to be able, to still maybe wear this dress actually this summer, because I was assuming I had to wait for next summer. So yes, super excited about it. And then I swatched for a whole lot of projects. I don't have enough on my needles anymore. It's mainly this dress that is coming to an end, and then the other So Easy shawl by Mirjam. And I have summer projects that I want to, or I have another summer project I really want to do, so I swatched for that. Which is the Lusk Tee by Rebecca Clow. And I would like to make that with the French Cotton Silk by Hobbii. This is 77% cotton and 23% silk. It feels extremely soft. And this is color 20, in case you're wondering. So I can't wear this. I can't wait to wear this t-shirt. This yarn already feels so soft. I'm gonna love it. And I was able to hit gauge for the pattern with 5 millimeter needles. So that should also be a bit quicker because there are no, there are tiny sleeves. And it's on a bigger needle than I usually knit with. I haven't had time to cause it on yet, but let's be fair. I'm gonna crochet on this dress. When that bow is done and this is blocking, I will cast on the Lusk Tee. Very excited about it. And then I might be able to wear this summer too. I'm not sure because I am a slow knitter, but I hope so. And then I went to the yarn store with my mom and she saw this. This is a Granny Square Cardigan. This booklet is by Prolana. I just got it in the past 2 weeks, so it should still be available. I got it in Germany though. this is how it looks, and my mom absolutely loved it. And she immediately said, oh my god, I love it. I want that in all pinks. Which, all pinks kind of drew me in. I hate granny squares. I don't think I can say that anymore because I made too many granny square. I don't really like granny square projects. But my mom loved this. And I was like, I can make this for her. I can. It's not that hard. So I bought it, even though the instructions are in German. But I figured it out. And I think actually there is a fault in the diagram to make the closed off squares. So I had to fiddle it with myself, and this is what I got to. It took me 2 days to figure this out on my own. And then I also, I was annoyed by it in those 2 days, obviously. So I just made it typical granny square that I make all the time. When I do granny squares, it's the basic one. So I finally had this figured out, and I sent my mom, which one do you like more? And my mom chose the easy one. So it was 2 days for nothing, which is absolutely fine because I actually like this granny square. So I don't mind that I now figured it out because I do like this. And I might use this for my Halloween blanket. I'm not sure. Because I'd rather have that not be tiny grannies, but we'll see. And then in this pattern they use the Prolana 123 IDs yarn. I bought my mom the red and pink one because she likes red and pink together. So I'm just gonna make squares out of that and see. They have a pinker one. But unfortunately, they didn't have it in the store. However, I did have cotton yarn. I would call it scraps in my stash. And it feels so nice and I love the color. So I saved them because I really wanted to make something with it. But of this one, I had 3 balls. So I was like, yeah, can't really do anything with that, can I? Or not. I wanted to make a top for myself. I can't do that with 3 balls. And this is 50% cotton, 50% acrylic by Katja. This is color 24, but I think it's very old, so I don't think you can get it anymore. But it feels extremely nice. So I have 3 balls of this. And then I also have this viscose, which is 50% cotton, 50% viscose. It's also pink. And I have 1 ball of this. So I figured I can use all those in my mom's cardigan. As well as this yarn it's intended with, which is 100% cotton. And I will just see how far I get. This pattern is not as great. I don't know if this is a magazine thing. If you know, are all magazines like this? I've never knitted or crocheted anything from a magazine before. I am very used to the patterns you buy on Ravelry, and they're very descriptive. They, sometimes even have both descriptions and diagrams. Some have short description diagrams and some only have descriptions, but they're very thorough. This is not. And they also have sizes, and then they say which, this size has this circumstance of bust, and then you can choose, right? Well, this pattern, it has 1 pattern, and it says size 36 till 44, which that's obviously a huge difference. So the store, the store employee said yeah, that's way too small that's way too big for 36, and my mom needs a 36. So I measured the sweater. I let her put on knitted sweater for my neighbor, and it fitted her great. So, and she loved the length and stuff, so I'm gonna measure that and then figure out how many squares I need. The original pattern needs 60, so I assume less than that. So I'm just gonna see how far I get with the yarn I have, how many squares and how many yarn I need to buy from this, because it feels nice. So I will be buying more from this brand if I need more. Maybe I should keep this for the border. What do you think? Would one ball be enough for the border of this cardigan? It's 50 grams and it is 121 meters. Or do I need 2 for the border? Or am I playing yarn chicken then? Because I don't want to play yarn chicken. But yeah, my mom really loved it. So I will be making it for her for Christmas. And then I did swatch another thing. But it's not going to be that thing. Oh, I forgot the name of the sweater. But there is this quarter zip boucle sweater. I have been dying to knit since last fall. I can't keep it out of my mind. But it uses very expensive yarn. Which is, I find it a bit hard. This sweater will come over 100 euros and I find it hard to spend that for my clothing. I've never spent that much on clothing. So I swatched with another alpaca, another boucle. This one was the most similar in weight, but also in content of the recommended fiber. This is Drops Alpaca Boucle. It looks so fluffy! And it's a mix of 80% alpaca, 50% wool, 5% polyamide. I almost hit gauge. On 6mm needles, I got 12 by 19 and I need 11 stitches. So I think that's doable. You just need to pick the size. However, I blocked it, I washed it. It is still a bit itchy to me. And the honest fact is that I think the other yarn is going to be way softer. And if that sweater is going to be soft, like like it looks and like I want it to be, I'm going to wear that non-stop. This I would not wear as much because I need something underneath. And it's not going to be an easy throw on. So I have decided to go for the more expensive yarn. I will put it under here, what they recommend. I have not touched that in person. That is my only concern because I haven't been able to see that in person. So I have not been able to touch it in person. I have touched other boucle yarn from the brand and they were extremely soft and lovely. But I have not touched this yarn. However, the whole internet seems to agree that it is extremely soft. So I think I'm gonna buy for 109 euros worth of yarn on the whim of the internet. And I hope it is softer than this. It is not too prickly. It is soft. I am very sensitive. So for me it is still a bit prickly. Yeah. And it immediately pricks. So I think I just have to bite the bullet and buy the expensive yarn. Because I will wear that sweater to that if it is the good amount of yarn. The good yarn. The one I can handle on my body. Because I can't handle that much. But yeah, that was my swatching adventure. That was my making adventures. We're back to granny squares again, but at least they're pink. So yeah. That's it for now. I think that's it for this week. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know what you have been working on during this episode. Let me know if you think the 2 balls of cotton yarn are enough for a border. It's not that big. It's single crochet and I think it's around a 5, something like that. And then it has buttonholes and stuff. So what do you think? Let me know down below. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, and subscribe if you want to see more chaos from me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, nerds!